Life is about setting yourself up for the win. You educate yourself. You get your inside game so tight that you win from within, so that you are the best version of yourself and you can represent yourself against any opponent. So it's defense, it's offense, making sure that you are making great moves, great calls. But as you make great moves, as you make very strategic moves, you're going to come up against opposition that wants to thwart what you're doing. Then you have to go on the offense, where you are maneuvering and strategizing and putting your opponent in a no way out situation through your moves that applies so much pressure that they make bad moves. So you not only have to make good moves, you've got to be strategic, you've got to ward off the attacks of an opponent, and then you have to set your opponent up with masterful moves so that they choke under the pressure and then they self-sabotage. They will make moves that are self-destructive. All of that is a part of war. All of that is a part of chess. And those that can do it well can then approach life and say, checkmate. Checkmate to any opponent that tries to impede what they're doing. Outthink, out-strategize, out-maneuver the opposition. That is the game of life. That is how you win at chess and how you win at life. The ultimate goal is to checkmate. The real flex is sitting back, watching you make remedial moves, knowing I'm crushing you, knowing every move you make, I'm 10 steps ahead of you. I see it, I'm benefiting from it, so I stay quiet, I stay silent, and I let you move at the childish level that you do, and then I smash it. Smash the game, smash your pieces up, smash what you're doing up, which is pretty easy because you play at a sophomoric level. You think at a sophomoric level. You clearly were not a bright student in school, so you think you're smart, but your moves are not smart. Everything that you've done has worked to my benefit. You contact the lawyer with bullshit. She tweets my name. All I care is that the name is spelled right. The world media follows her. That means they now follow me. Thanks. You put out text messages that you think are distracting from letter writing and going to stop letter writing and focus people on something else, but actually it catapulted the letter writing. It accelerated it to a higher level because people remember Robert said write letters. Now you've given them something to be pissed about. The letter writing now is on steroids. Thanks. You say when you're backed into a corner you come out swinging, but you can only swing with what you know. You can only swing at the level of your thinking, and your thinking is mediocre at best. So anything you come up with is going to be subpar, below average thinking. That's the real flex. As a child, I read 7 books a day. I played chess on a regular basis against adults. I learned very early on that my brain was my superpower. My ability to outthink, out-strategize, out-maneuver the opposition was a skill set that I honed throughout my life. So when I came to helping out Robert Kelly when he was being attacked on the global stage, that came in very handy, and it made me very ripe for the opportunity to help him. Came up against many opponents, and each opponent had to be dealt with. And it required a different skill set, because each person is going to bring their level of play, their level of game to the process. But I am a master at what I do. I'm a master thinker. I'm a master strategist. I am a master at outmaneuvering, out-strategizing, outplaying the opponent. And I do that using offense and defense equally well. I not only make great moves, but I have to protect myself from attacks as I make those great moves. But then you're going to have opposition that you need to stop, that you need to squash. And you have to find out everything you can about your opponent and use it strategically to back them up when you can. And if you can't back them up, then you have to back them into a corner. Apply so much pressure, put them in a no way out situation that they self-sabotage. They become their own worst enemy. And that's what I did with the informant. Applied so much pressure that he choked. And he's a formidable opponent. I will give him that. Formidable opponent. But I'm a master. So I will defeat you. You look for every opportunity, every move, every way, every angle that you can use to put this person into a no way out situation. You back them up against the ropes, and they will start swinging on themselves. And they can only move at the level of their play. They can only move at the level of their intelligence, at the level of their thinking, and at the level of their strategic maneuvering mentally. Because it is mental warfare, first and foremost. And you've got to know what to use, how to use it, and when to use it. And putting information out the way I did was deliberate, because I knew it would create a pressure situation where he's going to fuck up. And he did. He released information into the public that now has the FBI, the Department of Justice, Homeland Security, all over his ass. They're looking at everything he does. And because it's a terrorist attack, they have the right to monitor every phone call, every email, everything he does on his IP. They're watching him. And they've been watching him for 60 days. So he's in a no way out situation. And I can tell you without hesitation, he's going to jail. He's going back into prison. And he just played the game wrong. He fucked with the wrong person. And he did it repeatedly. So at this point, checkmate.